Hi, welcome to another episode of
What We Do
with Dave and Marcia. This is...
I'm Marcia. No, I'm sorry.
This
I'm
is...
Dave.
I'm Marcia, as I'm sure you could probably tell. And this is our series, Walking Through Toronto. Today we are on Eastern Avenue, just 2 or 3 blocks east of Leslie. So we're sort of in Leslieville, at the lower end of Leslieville. We're at Connaught Street. We're at the Connaught Railway Yards for the streetcars. We're going to walk along here and take you to a hidden street. By hidden, I mean, if you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't know it was there because there's one access road to get into it. The street is 1 block long, and then there's the same access road to get out. So come on over to Minto Street.
It's hidden.
Hidden.
So we're assuming now that these doors are...
Where the streetcars go in, get fixed, come back out.
Get repair. Yeah,
Yes.
streetcar repair.
Look at all the wires above. It's really like a cornucopia of wires. It's like being at Cirque du Soleil almost.
Oh, see, I see what the differentiation between the number on the door, the big number on the door, and it's like door number 2 says door number 14 underneath it.
Why?
So that's actually because if you look out here, it says track 2.
Yeah.
So maybe that big 2 is track 2. So if you're track 2 goes into door number 14.
That's very good.
It's kind of like let's make a deal gone wrong.
Yes. Door number 1, door number 2. What's behind them, Johnny? A streetcar.
I'm gonna guess a streetcar. Could be wrong.
Huh? And what do you win, Johnny?
He'll win a streetcar.
Spring in Toronto. Maybe.
They say it's coming.
Well,
Like a streetcar.
yes,
They
it's
say
always
it's coming.
around the corner. There's always another one.
And right across the street is the post office, the one of the central postal delivery,
Yeah, but I don't...
what do they call them?
Rumor has it that most of the postal delivery has been moved out to Mississauga. So I don't know what's going to happen here. There's still some mail delivery and mail sorting, but I don't know.
So here we are at Minto Street.
Minto.
Another no exit sign.
Yes, no exit. And this time they really mean it. Once you get in there, you can't get out unless you come back out the same way. So let's get in there.
Whether you're on foot or not.
Foot or car.
An interesting thing, it also looks like Minto Street goes at right angles to itself.
That's right. It goes in and then it curves and it's still Minto. As a mannequin head, a mannequin bust on top of, watch out for pedestrians. And there's a mannequin with missing the back of its head. So, the great thing about this little 1 block street is that there are a number of houses on it, and a lot of them seem to be original from the olden days when this area was part of, I guess, the railway yards, who knows? And a lot of them are being fixed up, and a lot of them are being left alone. Come on. What are you going to say, Dave?
Oh, I like the little house at the end of the street here. The little 1-story job.
Yeah.
Very, from the olden days, I think, probably.
I'd say that's olden times.
We have, part of what we think about for the future is moving into a smaller home. One that has 1 story so that when our limbs begin to give way, we don't have to walk upstairs anymore.
The extent of Minto Street. We'll take a walk down this side and then we'll walk back out the other. Take a look. I mean,
Kind of busy on Minto today.
Well, there's construction going on. This place is being
I like this
renoed.
cottagey one.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it looks like
yeah,
an old-fashioned cottage.
that's right. This is sort of a microcosm of all different eras in Toronto.
Yeah.
It's the past, because there's lots of things that are not being touched, yet that is, and the present, things that are being fixed up, and the future, which is going up over there.
And then this
Infill.
old little white cottage, and then on either side of it are these new kind of
Yeah,
up-and-comer
yeah.
homes.
And all in this little tight area of 1 block. I mean, this one, look, this is going in.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. It's got 4 floors, 1 at the top.
And the little dormer on top.
Yeah. It looks to us that the picture that you see here is what will be going into this space, because it says 2 Minto Street, and that seems to be what this would be. So this warehouse in the back and the lot in the front, whatever it was, will soon be the beautiful 2 Minto Street. Good thing we're coming here now, because in a little while, none of these little old houses, I guess, will necessarily be here. There's backyards. All these places have backyards. Here we are back on Eastern. We were just walking west on Eastern.
1 block west.
We've gotten to Sears. Now across the street over there is the Fire Academy. That's where fire people, as opposed to firemen, firewomen, the members of the fire crew are taught how to jump out of buildings and use the machines. And sometimes they have open houses, which are really quite fun.
Yeah, they have a house there that they set on fire.
That's right, in the back, a house in the back, an empty house, a shell of a house that they set on fire on occasion.
They go in and put the fire out.
But meanwhile, we're going up Sears Avenue, going to walk along a little bit, go down an alley, and then we're going to end up at the tree that inspired the Maple Leaf Forever.
Okay, I just have to correct you because it says Knox on that street.
Oh, what did I? Oh, Sears is
said
later.
Sears.
Yeah, Knox, pardon me. And I knocked my head to do that. Thank you, Dave.
What we do is sometimes make mistakes. but
Oh,
that's okay.
constantly.
You know,
Sometimes.
that's how we learn.
We're going to come on some more paintings, Dave.
Yeah, it's like this is a welcome to heavy metal house.
Yeah, Triceratops, sort of, there's a T-Rex, and there's another guy, Stegosaurus, and it says 2, but I don't see what else it says. Unk 2.
Yeah, it's very like the sort of thing, again, I think that you might see spray painted on the motorcycle gas tank.
It's kind of Game of Thrones in the future-ish, and the past.
Oh, it's Dino Alley, I guess, because it says contact Dino Alley at hotmail.com. So maybe that's this, at least this part of Sears is called Dino Alley.
So we're just coming through Sears, and we're about to go north on Lang to the maple tree that inspired Alexander Muir's The Maple Leaf Forever. Come on. The sad thing is, the tree has fallen down. In the year 2013, because it was a sick tree, it was over 150 years old, so it was allowed to be sick, it fell over in a windstorm. But the trunk is still here. They had to chop the rest of the tree down. The trunk is still here, and the story doesn't end there. Come on and take a look. Quite a tree. In its day, it was fantastic, really big. But no more. This little house, which was built in the early 1800s, early to mid 1800s, was one of the originals in the neighborhood, apparently. Although it's been, what would you say, renovated? And it's a community center now.
Yeah.
There's a little plaque here. Some people are disputing how the Maple Leaf Forever, the poem, the song, came about. But the story that's kind of accepted is that Alexander Muir, who was the principal of the Leslieville School, entered a contest and got his inspiration from a key of this maple tree falling onto his arm, and that's what made him decide to write The Maple Leaf Forever. This was in 1867, apparently, the year of Confederation. That's why the contest was happening, to get a song about Canada. And The Maple Leaf Forever became a sort of unofficial Canadian anthem to be usurped eventually by O Canada. So anyway, you see that the tree is dead. You think the story's over.
Yeah, well, I was just wondering if you knew how the song went. Can you give us a little bit of the Maple Leaf Forever?
I can give you the last 2 lines. The maple leaf forever, the maple leaf forever. Now the song is 150 years old, so that's maybe why I can't tell you that I know it, because it was not around in my day per se. O Canada is my national anthem.
I thought it went, the maple leaf, our emblem dear,
Yeah.
the maple leaf forever. But this here tree got blown away in some inclement weather.
Thank you, very nice. Anyway, the story's not over, because some people in the year 2000 took some keys from this maple leaf. They saw that the tree was sick. They grew some of the keys in their backyard in the beaches, and one survived. So in 2013, they came and planted it in the park in back. So let's see if it's still alive.
This is exciting.
If it's not alive, what are you going to do? Look at this. You would never know that this lovely little park is here. And it is lovely. Nobody's ever here. Well, I shouldn't say that. I rarely come here when anybody's here.
Which is the tree?
This one apparently is the maple leaf forever. So here it is, the sapling that grew into a tree, the progeny of the original maple leaf forever tree. I got the year wrong. It was planted here in 2007, but they planted the keys at their house in 2000. So good for them for realizing that they could make it last literally forever.
And its premises are protected by closed-circuit television.
Yes, it's right.
Just in case you were thinking of coming down and blowing over this tree.
I think that's for the junk, junk area.
Beyond.
Beyond. So that's it with the maple tree behind us, and the maple tree forever in our hearts and souls. Thank you so much for showing up for What We Do with Dave and Marcia. We'll see you next time on another Walking Through Toronto, because walking through Toronto is what we do. Cold, eh, Dave? Cold, really cold. And we'll walk this way. Yeah.